Hi, this is Steve from yourcreativelife.com talking today about how to communicate with your agent or manager if you have one. Now, this is a subject that lots and lots of people have asked me about and can be a little bit tricky, but also makes complete common sense. So you really want to break it down and think about it. And you really want to do some of these things to approach in a way that is grounded, sensible, grateful, focused, and professional. So the first thing is this. Lots of people think, I get an agent or I get a manager and they should be like a genie. They should go boop and things should happen. I should just sit back and like the US mail, I should get delivered all these opportunities every day and I don't have to do anything but wait. Well, that is not the case. And I may go into this particular sort of ethos of agents and managers in another video, but I will say for now that the truth is that they are collaborators in your business. And if they get 10%, which they do by law, agents, especially managers, can get a little more because they are not regulated the same way agents are. But if they get 10% of your money, then really they're doing only 10% of the work. 90% of the work is up to you and is on you. And it's really important to recognize that it's your business, your career, and you're there to do the work. They're there to help, but you're there to do the work. And with that, it's really important then to think of them as, well, on some level, employees. Now, no agent or manager is ever going to say or admit readily or happily that they're an employee of yours as the writer, but that really is the case. And so if you think about it, if you think about them in that way, then the real opportunity is to be communicative with them about what it is you want, but in a way that's respectful and open and grateful and hopeful and friendly. So often what I will do with my reps is I will reach out to them, first of all, on a regular basis, because I want to keep them in the loop. And even if things aren't happening a lot, like the TV industry has been lately, where things are really slow, it's so important to just keep the loop open. What agents and managers want most of all is to know that you're generating material. So to reach out and to let people know that becomes a really important thing. So the first thing that I always do when I reach out by email, text, or whatever is to greet them. Like, hey, how you doing? Happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday. Hope you're well. Hope things are going well in your world. To really greet them and say hello. It's not a vending machine. I don't want to just show up in the first sentence and be like, what do you got for me? What do you got? Right? You want to be friendly and open to a human interaction. Just makes complete common sense. So after an opening of how you doing, there may be something that you might want to mention that's going on with them. I just heard about such and such. Congratulations on you having a new baby, or, I heard that this is going really well for you, or whatever it is. If there's something like that, to do a little chit chat and small talk. And then it's down to business. One of the things that I often reach out to my agents about is some sort of news about a past project or something that's coming up, or something I'm interested in being seen for, or that I'd love my material to go out for, right? So I might say, and I always use these kinds of phrases, I'm curious about such and such. I'm curious about the reboot of such and such a show and whether it might be possible, for them to get my material, that kind of thing. Again, not demanding language, not freaked out, not impatient, but curious, hopeful language about something that you're interested in is a great way to start, a great thing to include. It's also really great to let them know what you're up to, because again, they want to know that you're generating material as much and as often as you can. So to say, hey, I just finished working on this particular piece. I'm working on this now. I'm doing a revision of this pilot. I just finished this play. I'm having a reading of such and such coming up soon. I did really well with this particular thing. I've created this short film. My film is in festivals. To really update them on things that you're doing in the same way that you might update your mother or your grandmother or your cousins or other people who are invested and care about you, but don't necessarily have a crystal ball to know what you're up to. You want to let them know that you're up to something, especially in combination with a potential ask about something else. So you might put forward something that you want to happen in the future. You might put forward something that you're doing now or that you're working on. And then, you might put forward anything else. You might say, and, I hope I'm looking forward to, next time we have a meeting, I'm looking forward to our next planning meeting. I do a planning meeting with my agents at least once a year, sometimes more than that. And those things are really good to be scheduled. Again, you're the chief of your business. So if it's time to sit down and do some strategy for the industry, make that request. And there may be other things that you want to check on. Also, one of the things that I've learned about agents and managers, which you may know already, is that people don't like to deliver bad news. So sometimes if I'm waiting to hear about something and I haven't heard, I will definitely prompt to find out. Hey, curious, whatever happened to such and such? Or has any progress happened on such and such a front or with such and such a project? And those sorts of things too, that kind of prompting becomes really useful because, again, if you think about it, if you were an agent or I was an agent, I would have a ton of clients, maybe 20 or more, maybe twice that, maybe 40. And there are so many people. Imagine it's sort of like babysitting or, running a classroom with a ton of people. It's hard to keep track and remember and think about all those people. And so those reminders, the friendliness, the curiosity, the asking about all of those prompts and things become really important in creating a smooth relationship with your agent and manager for the long haul. I also recommend, as I've talked about many times before, that at holiday time, it's great to send a note, to send a holiday card of some sort. Perhaps, often I'll do a donation to a charity in honor of my agent or my agent's office. Those things are also really great, again, in managing and helping these people who essentially work for you to help you move your career ahead. And I think the more conversational, the more easy it is, whether it's by email or phone or text or whatever, the better it is for you and for your career. Check out yourcreativelife.com for all things about how I can help you in your writing career, up your game, help yourself move ahead, and supercharge your TV writing, screenwriting, playwriting mojo. All that information is at yourcreativelife.com. Subscribe to this channel where there's a brand new video every single week. Subscribe to my newsletter, which comes out once a month that you can find out about on the website. And also listen to the Secret Writer podcast, which dispenses wisdom in almost any audio platform where you find your podcasts. There's great information for you there as well. Thanks for watching. See you next time.